do it better than me, then you do it. You can do it better than me, then you do it. You can do it better than me, then you can do it better than me, then you do it.
What up, people? It's your boy T with another one. I'm here to rant. You already know. Well, sometimes I don't rant, I just speak, but that's what I'm gonna do again. So today, I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about being in a relationship and being sexually satisfied. So then it turned around, and I said, basically, would you stay in a relationship if you weren't sexually satisfied? I gotta sit there and tell you, I've done it before. I've done it twice, in fact. Actually, I've done it a couple times. Now, no. But that's my point. I feel like it's based on the individual. Some people can learn after the first time. And some people, it takes them a couple times before they get it through their head that it doesn't make sense. Now, I also believe we're just creatures, that look for sex. Like there's no human on earth that doesn't desire sex at least once a month. That's just what I believe. Of course, it's higher for men because that's our biological complex. We were made to fornicate and give babies. That's what we're supposed to do. Women, on the other hand, I believe their cycle being once a month, they gotta at least have the urge once a month, because that's their body washing out the system for the body to be able to reproduce again. So at least once a month, you gotta have that urge. So if you're telling me if you could do it once a month and you're satisfied, then that's different from a person who needs it once a day or once every weekend or, once every 5 minutes, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but being sexually satisfied, that depends on that person. And I think this is personal preference. Me, right now, I can't do it anymore. Just because, and I don't know what the future holds, but for me, I'm not going to stay in a relationship. Like a relationship though, not like one of those things where you just talking to this girl and you trying to smash because you ain't smashed before. I'm talking about like a real relationship where you guys have committed to each other and it's all about monogamy. I can't do that. Not because I want to go out and fornicate, but because I want to keep my mindset clear. The reason I'm committing to you, at the end of the day, why does any guy commit to a girl? The satisfaction and the security of constant vagina. That's really it. And of course companionship, but that's more on the female side. Companionship. That's why we get into relationships, monogamous relationships. And then we're also creatures of possession. So we don't like to share. That's when monogamy became, the word of the land, the law of the land. But it really depends on the person. It really depends. For me, like I said, I can't do it no more. I need to have it as many times as I need to have it, and I need to be with someone that allows me to have it that many times. Now, if they don't want it that many times, I didn't find the right person. But regardless, I'm not staying in it. I can't speak on behalf of the person I'm with. Now, if I can tell that and we have an open dialogue, maybe it's got to go somewhere. And that's if feelings aren't involved at that point. But for me personally, I'm not getting into a relationship unless I know that when I'm in the relationship, I'm getting it as much as I would like, so I'm satisfied. So y'all tell me below, what is your sexual satisfaction? What is it that takes you to the point where you're like, you know what? I ain't having it no more. I'm done. How long can you go in a relationship before realizing that? How long can you really go? Like, is love that powerful, or is it more of an insecurity why you don't leave? Or do you fear the loss of companionship? Why you rather the pain of not having sex over the fear of just starting over and finding somebody new? I don't know. Because that ultimately is what you're doing. Because again, if you're not sexually satisfied, there's either an insecurity or a fear keeping you in that relationship. Because why does anybody do something they don't want to do? Like, why do you stay at a job that you hate? Because you need the money. Why do women get abused and stay with the man? Not because they love them, because they fear what they possibly can do. And at the end of the day, yeah, love does play a part, oddly enough. But if they fear what the person can do, they may even fear what they can do to themselves because they fell in love with the idea of the person that they were. You know what? That's a good topic. We're gonna talk about that later. But they fell in love with the person that they used to be, and they can't get in their head that they're no longer that person. So they love that old person, and it keeps them there out of fear that the new person, that they have to come in reality with the new person. They don't want to meet that new person, so they rather stick with the old person. And as long as they stay, that old person will stay until they get abused. You know, so, and I could go deeper in that, but that's something way off topic. All I'm trying to say is, usually something is keeping you in that relationship if you're not sexually satisfied. I know for me, it was an insecurity. It was insecurity of you know, not being able, well, I'd say fear. Not really insecurity. Fear of the loss of companionship. But I didn't know that. That's why I said insecurity. I didn't know that that's what it was until it happened. And then after it happened, that's when I realized, okay, this sucks. But in the process, you know, I was just there because I didn't have like the answer to where I go next. So I stayed with what was new. What was now. I stayed with what was now because I feared what would be next. I didn't know what would come next. I was insecure about myself and being able to find the new thing. So I stayed with the old. And I'm pretty sure that's why plenty of people do it. Hey, listen, I talk from experience. I don't care whether it makes me look bad, good, stupid, whatever. I don't do what y'all gotta do, but I'm speaking for real. And I know half of y'all inside, deep down inside, feel the same way. But y'all just want to project things and boast and wear this external, you know, macho guard that says, hey, I'm this, that, and a third. You too, women. Y'all do the same thing. So understand that there's definitely a fear or an insecurity that keeps you with a person that's sexually frustrating you. And then it causes cheating and a whole bunch of other stuff, and that's a whole nother topic, but that's why you cheat, because instead of being sexually frustrated and leaving, you stay sexually frustrated and go find it somewhere else, and then get mad when you get caught. Because you don't want to leave that relationship. You don't want to leave that situation. Right now, you're comfortable. So, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What about y'all? Would y'all stay in a relationship that keeps y'all sexually frustrated? Do you need to be sexually satisfied at all times? What if y'all have kids, bills, a past? Is that enough to say, you know what? I ain't having sex no more, but we need to keep this together? Let me know. Put in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Do what you do. Let's start this discussion. I'm T, and I'm out. Peace.
Because the society we live in.
Yeah.
We live in this system, and that's why I was trying to say earlier, it all comes down to this system. Anybody would do, for the most part, anything for the money. And I don't just mean people that's pimping themselves out on TV or even really just, selling their bodies. I'm talking about people that go to a job every day that they hate. You sold out too.
Yeah.
We all sellouts. You selling out. You going to something that you don't like. Why? So you can live and survive. Life is, to me, life don't feel like it's supposed to be like that no more.
Got my bag and it's feeling like a ton. I know for real that I'm not the only one. Shit's crazy. I ain't even at my fucking desk yet. I'm just really wondering.